Vortex, test number 4, okay? Last time on Vortex, we asked a bunch of Star Wars questions to go with our pretty little Star Wars background here, all right? We did a full round of questions, all 15 questions, 3 rounds, 5 questions per round. As the rounds progressed, the questions got harder, okay? I've gone through this with a few friends, and a lot of them had trouble. But here's the answers for last week's round, and here we go. Question number 1 was, what was the name of Han Solo's ship? That's a Millennium Falcon, okay? Number 2, who used a lightsaber in the cantina? That's a Star Wars reference, and the answer is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Number 3, who was the Jedi Master Luke was looking for on the planet Dagobah? And that was Yoda, of course. Number 4, who was the actor that portrayed Lando Calrissian? That was Billy D. Williams. And number 5, last question of round 1, which villain put a bounty on Han Solo? And naturally, that was Jabba the Hutt. Okay, so that's the end of round 1. Simple questions for some, all right, a little harder for others. And then round 2, the questions got a little bit harder. Now, when you play Vortex, things you got to think about are things in the background, things you see, actors, dialogue especially. So the first question of round 2 was, what did Luke fire into the Death Star to destroy it? And the answer for that was proton torpedoes. Okay? Question number 7, second question for round 2. What substance did Han Solo get frozen into? And the answer for that was carbonite. Third question, round 2. What creatures did the rebels ride on the surface of the planet Hoth? Now the answer to that is another dialogue-related answer, and it was tauntauns. Question number 9. What relation are Luke and Leia to each other? Brother and sister. And the last question for round 2. And some people said this could have been a round 1 question. Who destroys the Emperor? That's Darth Vader, the end of Return of the Jedi. Now, round 3. Questions are a little harder. Some are dialogue related. Some are things that you have to look for and kind of sort out for yourself. The first question for round 3. How was C-3PO disassembled? Well, he was shot by a stormtrooper. He heard an R2 unit, went to investigate, and had been shot. You don't find out he was shot until he was reassembled by Chewie. Second question, round 3. How long does it take for the Sarlacc monster to digest something? When 3PO was playing the interpreter for Jabba, he said you would slowly be digested over a period of 1,000 years. Okay. Question number 13, third question, round 3. How many biker scouts did Luke and Leia have to fight in the speeder bike chase? Answer was 4. 4 soldiers. Fourth question, round 3. How big is a womp rat? Womp rats are 2 meters. We learned that in the briefing of how to destroy the Death Star. You have to shoot your proton torpedoes into an exhaust port. It's about 2 meters. Luke has a conversation with someone that says, that's impossible. It's like, no, I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters. Okay? All right, now the last question. One of the most iconic questions in Star Wars history, and that is, what is the ID number of the trash compactor that the heroes get trapped in? And Luke calls it out over the comm link to 3PO, 326-3827. Folks, that's the entire round of Vortex. Now, I said we'd do different themes. We'll also have random trivia where we ask 15 totally unrelated questions. Or perhaps even each round will have its own theme. We're going to mix things up a lot. Don't forget to check us out at Vortex_Game Show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. There'll be other questions of the day there you can answer. Have a lot of fun with it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Vortex.